Hello guys and welcome to this YouTube channel, Creative Minds. So today I want us to have a detailed guide on Milestone 2 of Victory School Club membership system. And in this video, we are going to design the system in databases, that is Microsoft Access, from beginning to finish. That is from table structures to queries to relationships to forms to reports to the main form and the splash screen. So stay tuned. If you're new here, kindly subscribe, leave a like, comment if you are stuck somewhere, and share. Thank you. So let us begin by creating our database. So you create your folder, you can create on the desktop. So after creating our database, you're going to give it a name. After that, we are opening it. So we have different, so this is our Microsoft Access database. We have different tables. So the first thing that we need to design is the tables where records will be held. So I have some samples here of the tables. So these are a few of the tables that you can use. So you have clubs table, which will store club details, and it contains all those fields: the club ID, the club name, registration fee, patron ID. Then we have the members table. The members table, it will store students membership details. We have those fields: member ID, admission number, full name, class, club ID, role, date joined. Then we have the patron ID. We have the patrons table, which contains patron ID, full name, email, phone number. We have activities table, which contain activity ID. So the activity table tracks club activities. It contains activity ID, club ID, activity name, date held, amount collected. Then you have finances table. It tracks club revenue and allocations. So we have finance ID, club ID, all those. So we are going to begin designing all these tables. We're going to begin designing all these tables in our database. So let us to begin with the first one, the clubs table. So before you design a table, you go to create, table design. So we're going to begin with the first one, clubs table. It contains club ID. It has club name. It has club name. Also, it has another field besides the club name. It has registration fee. So for you to be enrolled in a club, you need to have a registration fee. It is a calculated field. Then you have patron ID. So patron ID is linked to the patrons table. We'll come and link it later. So the club ID can be auto number. So let us make it short text. Club name is short text. Registration fee, this is a calculated field. So calculated. So I'm going to copy this expression because I've already written it. So if club name, the club name here, the field, is equals to debate, then the amount to be paid is 200. If the club name is chess, the amount is also 200. It is in the question paper. We've been told a new member joining a club is required to pay an unrefundable registration fee, which varies by club as follows: debate club, chess club, and music club, registration fee of 200. So that is why I've said if club is equals to debate 200, if club is equals to chess 200, if club is equals to music 200, if club is equals to science 250, if club is equals to mathematics 250 also, if club is equals to writing drama 250, writing 250, computer science 250, then art club 300, if club is equals to agriculture 300 also, while environmental club is 100. That is why I have a comma and 100. So if you don't understand this expression, kindly comment below and reach out to me. So we are coming to finish on this table after creating the others. So club ID is short text and club ID will be our primary key. So you click on it, right click, primary key. Then we save it as clubs table. Save. So we go to another table, our second table. So our second table here is members table. So we go and create members table, create table design. So members table contain member ID, member ID. We also have admission number. We have name. Okay. We have another one, class. We have another one which is club ID. So this links up to the club table. Then you have the role. Then you have date joined. So member ID will be our primary key. So we set it as a primary key. Admission number will enable us to link to the students table. So we have the name, we have class. So class will be a lookup field, lookup wizard. Because I've been told in the question, I will type in the values that I want. Next, we have been told in the question that the school has 4 streams in each form, namely East, North, South, and West. A class is therefore identified by form and stream, such as 2E, 3N. So it means that in Form 1, we have 4 streams. So we're going to have one East, sorry. So we're going to have one East, but then one West, one South, one North, two East, two West, two South, two North, three East, three West, three North, four East, four West, four South, four North. So the class field is a lookup. So you click on, I will type in the fields that I want. So the club ID is also a lookup. It links up to the clubs table. So you go to lookup wizard. I want the lookup field to get the values from another table or query. Next, clubs table. Next, club ID. Next, 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 next. Yes. So we are going to save it as members table. Then we save. So after that, the role. So the role, you have been told the question, membership in a club is like classified into the following categories based on members' role and responsibility as follows. So we have regular stroke general, executive stroke leaders. We're going to also look up here. So look up wizard. I will type in the values that I want. Next. So I'm going to type regular stroke executive, stroke general, sorry, general. Then you have executive stroke leaders. next, finish. So date joined is date and time, date and time. Then you have the different descriptions here. We have the different description. So I'm just going to copy it. Member ID is a unique identifier for each member. Admission number is student's admission number. Then we have name, so that is the name of the student. Then you have class is the student's class. Club ID, so I'm going to describe club ID is the reference to the club's table, as you have said. Then we go to role. So member role, as just have said, regular or executive. Then you have date joined, so that is the date when the student joined the club. So that is it. You save your table. Then you go to another table. So you go to our next table. Our next table is patrons table. So it stores club patrons, details of club patrons. So we go, let us dive in and create the table, create tab, table design. So I'm going to begin with the first one, patron ID, patron name, patron name. Then we go to the next one is email. So we can have other details. These are just other details. We can have email. We can also have the club ID because the patron is a patron of a club. So we're going to link it to the club's table. So I want the lookup field to find values from another table. Next, club's table, next, club ID, next, next, finish. Yes. So it is called patrons table. Next. No. So the primary key is patron ID, patron name, short text, email. Email can be a hyperlink. So that is it. Save it. We go to another table, create tab, table design. So our next table is activities table. It tracks club activities. So we go there, we create activity ID. We have activity ID. We have club ID. We have activity name. We have another one, date held. We have club ID. Then we have amount collected. So amount collected is currency. Club ID, it is a lookup wizard. So this is a foreign key. I want the lookup field to get values from another table, clubs table, next, club ID, next, next, finish. So it is called activities table. Okay. No. So club ID, date held is date and time. Activity name is short text. Sorry, I have a duplicate of the club ID. Let me delete this one. So activity ID is our primary key. So club ID, lookup wizard, next, clubs table, next, club ID, next, next, finish. Yes, activities table. Okay. So that is it about that table. So you'll write the description. Here's the description. So you're going to write the description there. So I want to go to another table, the finances table. So the finances table, it tracks the club's revenue and allocations, and it contains the following fields. So I go to create tab, table design. So I'm going to begin with the first one, finance ID. We go to another one, club ID. We go to total revenue. We go to total revenue. So total revenue is the total money received from activities and registration fees. Then we have school contribution, school contribution. Then we have club savings. Then we have funds allocated. So this is amount allocated for club activities. So the school contribution is the amount contributed by the school. Club saving is the amount saved by the club. So the school contribution, you have been told in the question paper that the school contribution, the school supports clubs' annual parties or outings by contributing 70%. So this will be a calculated field, currency calculated field. So it is going to be 70%, which is 0.7 times, so multiplied by 0.7 multiplied by the total revenue, multiplied by the total revenue, multiplied by the total revenue. Then club savings is 30%, it is in the question. So currency calculated, it is 30%, which is 0.3 multiplied by total revenue. So you have labeled it total revenue. Okay. So funds allocated, currency, finance ID. So club ID is a lookup to the clubs table. Next, clubs table. Next, club ID. Next, 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 finish. Yes. So that one is, so this table is finance table. Okay. No. So finance ID is our primary key. So we save it. Total revenue is not short text, it's currency. So we save it. So we have saved our table. We go to our next table. After finances table, you have member transition. So realize that in the question paper, you've been told that after the end of each year, a member can decide to leave a club or stay at the club. So it tracks members joining or leaving the club. It contains those fields. So it contains the transition ID. It contains the member ID. It contains the club ID, the status, and the date changed. So I'm going to create the table, create tab, table design. So member transition. So you have transition ID. Then you have member ID. Then you have club ID. You have status. Then you have date changed. So transaction ID will be your primary key. Member ID is going to link up to the members table. So lookup wizard. When the lookup field to get the values from another table. Next. Members table. Next. Member ID. Next. Next. Finish. Yes. So I'm going to save it as member transitions. Okay. Club ID is a lookup field, lookup wizard. I want the lookup field to get from another table, clubs table. Next, club ID. Next, next, finish. Yes. Then we go to status. Status is also a lookup, but you're going to type it. I will type in the values that I want. So we have status. So we can say exited or active. So next, finish. Date changed is date and time. We save work. So we go to our next table. Our next table, uh, I will skip this one. I want us to go to event attendee tables. So event attendees tables tracks attendance at events. So it has attendance ID, member ID, activity ID, and date attended. So we go to create a table, member attendee. So the event attendees table, create table design. So we're going to have attendance ID. We're going to have member ID. Then we have activity ID. Then we have date attended. So date attended is date and time. Activity ID is a lookup wizard to the activities table. Next, activities. Next, activity ID. Next, 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 finish. Yes. So it is attendance table, event attendance. No. Member ID is also a lookup to the members table. Next, members table. Next, next, finish. Attendance ID is the primary key. So we save our work. We save our work. We go to another table that we skipped, the payments table. So the payments table, it records membership tables, membership payments, sorry. So the amount paid and the date paid. We're going to create, but it is not necessary for us to create it. So let us just create it. So payment ID, member ID, then you have club ID, we have amount paid, we have date paid. So date paid is date and time. Amount paid is currency. Club ID is a lookup to the clubs table. So lookup wizard, next, clubs table, next, club ID, next, 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 finish. Yes. So I'm going to save it as payments table. Okay. No. Member IDs are lookup to the members table. So we're going to look it up. So member ID is a lookup. Next, members table. Next, member ID. Next, next, finish. Yes. So payment ID is the primary key. So we save it. So that is it about the tables. So the next step, I want us to go to the forms. So I want us to create input screens for all these tables, which we are going to use them to enter the data to our tables. So we go to create tab, we go to form design. So I want us to begin with the first table, the activities table, the input screen for the activities. So the input screen for the activities, you're going to go to property sheet. Sorry, add existing fields, show all tables. So I'm going to begin with activities, the first one. So you simply double click on them, double click on the fields. After double clicking on the fields, you can drag them and arrange them the way you want. So let me arrange mine this way. So after that, your form should be appealing. So your form should be appealing. So and also it needs to have the title. So the title, you are going to use the unbound controls. So go to form design, the capital A, small a, the label. So click on the label, you come and draw it. So I'm going to name it activities. And our activities, you are going to format it so that it can look good. So click on it, go to home tab, change the font style. Let me select Algerian, the font size to a much bigger font. Let me take 48, expand it a little bit. I'm going to center align it. I'm going to bold it. I can also change the color, the font color. After that, I can change the colors of the field names by clicking on shift and selecting all of them. So the color also to be red, the font to be Algerian, bolded also. So then I expand this ones a little bit so that they can fit here that way, so that they can fit. That held. So after inserting the fields, we are going to create the buttons, the navigation buttons that will help us to move from the first record to the next record. So go to form design, buttons is under the form design buttons here. So click on it, go to record navigation, go to first record, next. So I'm going to use the picture, finish, go to the next one. So I'm going to go to the previous record, record navigation, go to previous record, finish, another button. You're going to go to the next record, next, finish button. You're going to go to the last record, next, finish. Then we arrange them well. We're going to arrange them here, that way. So after doing that, we're going to add a frame. So you click on here, this one, XYZ, come and draw it here, cancel. So I'm going to add the border width. So property sheet, border width. So let's take 4 points. Border color, since our theme is red and white, so I'm going to select the red color, the border color, the red color. Frame, you're going to type here navigation. We format it bold, at least the color also to be that way, to be Algerian. So user interface should not have more than 3 colors. Characteristic of a good user interface. And we realize that in ours, we only have 3 colors. We have the blue. So these buttons are blue, shades of different shades of blue. We have red and we have white. So you should not have very many colors so that your form should look appealing. So after that, we are going to add other buttons for closing the form, for deleting a record, for saving a record. So go to form design, we add a button. So go to record operations, add new, next. So we're going to use text. So add new, we're going to type add new, next, finish. Then you go to the next one, you're going to type record operations, delete record. So I'm going to say remove, next, finish. Then we're going to add another button here. So we're going to say save record. So save. We're going to have the last one. Sorry, not the last one. So undo. So you can use a picture because a person can understand, but let's just type undo. Then you're going to add for opening the form, sorry, for closing the form operations, close a form. So I'm going to say exit, finish. So that is it. And then you're going to use the frame, cancel, the same, 4 points, border color, red. So the frame, we're going to say that is form operations. So form operations, we arrange them well here. Save. So form operations, home, Algerian, a little bit of bold, expand it. So by doing that, we have created our interface for activities. So this form will enable us to enter details to the activity. So then you click here under the form. So click on form. So I want us to pop up. So pop up, yes. then we save. So we're going to save it as activities. Okay, so let us open it and have a view, form view. So this will be the view of our form. So we're going to enter details here and save. So exit. So let us create the second one. So the second one will be easy because we already know how to create it. So form design, let us open this one in design view. So form design, we are going to create, add existing fields now for clubs table. So we arrange it well. Patron ID. So I'm just going to copy the previous buttons that we had. So I'm going to click there, highlight all of them, then control copy. Then I'm going to paste them here to save on time that way. So you can use the same color code. So this one is clubs. So let us just use the same formatting style. Home tab, Algerian, font size 48, can use 72, center, bold. So we can also change these ones, shift, by selecting all of them, Algerian, bold, red. So we increase them a little bit. So that is it. So we save our form. So we're going to save it as clubs. So we go to the next one, create. So we have forgotten the pop-up. So let us create the pop-up. Let us, it's the pop-up, form design property sheet, pop-up yes, so that it can appear like this, that way. So exit, yes. So I go to our next form, create, form design. So our next form is for the event attendees. So we're going to add existing fields, event attendees, all of them. So we are going to format it well. So just going to paste whatever we had copied. So I'm just using the same formatting styles because of time, but you can apply yours. You can be able to, you can change the formatting styles in all the forms so that they can look appealing. So I'm going to type, so this is event attendees. Event attendees, Algerian, 48. Then I'm going to change these ones, shift. We can use it that way. So I'm going to save it, event attendees. Okay. So go to the next form, finances. So create, form design. So finances, we are going to add all of them. So we're going to format them well. After that, you're going to paste the buttons. So I'm going to add the title, finances. So it means that this one should move downwards a little bit to create space. So this one, so I can change the color to be matching. So I've said a good user interface should have a maximum of 3 colors. So pop-up, home design, property sheet, pop-up, yes. Save as finances. Okay. Then we go to another form. So create tab, home design, members. So add existing fields, members table. We are remaining with 3 more. So make sure you are creating with me together. So after that, you're going to add the title, members. Nigerian. So let us move these ones a little bit below. There. So let us paste the buttons because of time. Pop-up, home design, property sheet, pop-up, yes. We save it as members. Go to another table, member transitions, create, not form, sorry, form design, so that you can manipulate form design, create form design. So we're going to add existing fields, member transitions. So then we format them well. So let me add the title, member transitions. Member transitions. So we are going to center this. So we can paste our buttons that way. So that is it about that one. Color red. Then we save pop-up, go to pop-up, property sheet, home, pop-up, yes, save, member transitions. Okay, so we go to another form. We are remaining with two patrons. So form design, add existing fields, patrons. So title, patrons. So we paste our buttons. That is okay. Save. Go to another form, create tab, form design, add existing fields, so the payments. So we formatted them well. Then we add the title, payments. So we paste our buttons. So that is it from design, property sheet, pop up, yes, save it as payments. So I want us to view our forms to see how they look. So activities, that is how it looks. So realize that you have not even applied a lot of formatting and even adding background images, but it looks quite good. So exit, clubs, that is clubs, exit. So this one we didn't insert a pop-up, so design view, pop-up, yes, save, home view. It now looks okay. Exit, finances, exit, member transitions, good, members, good, patrons, we didn't insert a pop-up, so design view, pop-up, yes, save. Then we go to payments, is okay, exit. So that is it about form designs, the input screens. So I want us to enter some data, then we continue, then we can continue to relationships. So let us create like 3 records. So activity ID can begin with A001, activity name, we can say we have different activities. So we can say a party, date held. So you can select a date. Club ID, we link it to our club. So we don't have a club yet. So let us go and begin with the clubs. So clubs, and clubs is linked to patron ID. Let us begin with club ID C001. Club name. So club name, you can begin with the first one, which is debate. Patron ID. So realize that after entering debate, automatically the registration fee is 200. So the patron ID, are going to add it later after linking it up. So save, then we go to add new. So C002, club name, chess. So after just typing chess, it is 200. So we save, add new. So C003, club name. The third club is music. Music. So after typing music is 200. So we save it, add new. Another club is science. Sorry, it is the fourth club C004. It is music, science, sorry. Registration fee automatically changes to 250. So save, add new. C005. Club name is mathematics. So after typing mathematics, it changes automatically to 250. So save, add new. Club ID. So we are at the sixth club. So C006. Club name is writing. So writing is 250, as you can see. Save, add new. So club ID, the other club is computer science. So club name, computer science. Club ID, so realize it is 250. Club ID is C007. So save, add new. So the eighth one is art club, C008. Club name art. So art, you realize that it becomes 300. So save, add new, just as the question says. So the other is C009, agriculture. Patron ID, so we realize that it becomes 300. Save, add new. The last one is environmental. So C010, environmental. Environmental is 100. So save, exit. So when you go to clubs table, all our clubs are here. So that is it. Let us go to patrons table. So patron tables, let us enter the data P001. Patron name, let's say Juma. Email, we can say juma@gmail.com. Club ID C001. Save, add new. P002. Patron name Mulwa. Email mulwa@gmail.com. Club ID C002. Save, add new. Patron ID P003. Jiwe@gmail.com. Club ID C003. Save, add new. So P004 esther@gmail.com, club ID C004, save, add new, C005, patron name Nancy@gmail.com, C005, save, add new, P006. Then we have wanjiku@gmail.com, club ID C007, save. So those are enough, but you can continue. So then we come to our clubs table design view. Patron ID, we link it up now. So our lookup wizard, we want the lookup field to get the values from another table. So from patrons, next, 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 finish, save. So we go back to our table. We can select it from here. So P001, 02, 03, 05. Then we save. So our clubs table is complete, and also our patrons table is complete. So you go to the next table. So you can go to activities table. Activities table. You can have club ID. Save. So let us use our form. So we add new. New is A002. Activity name bonding. Date held. Select the date. Club ID C001. Amount allocated. Amount collected, we can say 20,000. Save. So previous record, we didn't have the amount. We can say 30,000. Save. So we create a new one. You can say A005. Activity name bonfire. Date held, we select the date. Club ID C005. Amount collected 40,000. Save. So that is it. At least we have some records. So you need to have at least 5 records. We go to event attendees. So it is linked to member ID. So we go first to members table. We create the members table, and it is linked only to club ID. So you can have M01, admission number 1546, name, we can select any name, Mary. Class, you realize that it is a lookup wizard, 1 East, club ID is C01, role, general, date joined, select the date, save. So we add a new member, M02, admission number 1234, name, June, class, 1 West, club ID C02, role, regular, date joined, we select the date that way, save. We add at least 5, M03, admission number 4536, name Peter, class 1 South, club ID C05, role executive stroke leader, date joined, select any date, save, add another one, M04, admission number 7890, name Jerry, class twist, club ID C06, role executive, date joined, select the date, save. The last record, M05, admission number 4567, name John, class 1 to West, club ID role, date joined, you select the date joined, save. So we exit, we go back to event attendees. So we have A002, sorry, A001. Member ID, we now select the member ID, select the activity ID, date attended, select the date attended, save. We add another record. So we have A02, member ID, activity ID. So you need to have at least 5 records. So I'll exit from that point because of time. Finances. So I go to finance ID F004, F001, club ID C01. So I want you to take note when I type the total revenue. So total revenue, let's say it is 50,000. So school contribution and club savings are calculated automatically. So funds allocated. So we can set them to a number 6,000. So save, add new F002, club ID C06, total revenue. You can set it to 300,000. So realize that the school contribution and club savings are calculated automatically. You can set that to 50,000. Save, so I can stop there because of time. We continue to another one which I have not set. So it is member transitions. So transition ID T001, member ID, and select the member ID, the club ID, status, exited, that way, save. So you have another one which is active, transition ID T003, member ID M02, club ID C04, status active. So we add another one, save, add new T003, member ID M03, C03, status exited, save. So let us have here T05. Yeah, it has accepted. We add another one, T006, member ID M04, C05, active, save, exit, go to another table, patrons is complete, members is complete, so you have payments. So you can have P001, member ID M01, club ID C01, amount paid 300, date paid, that one, save, add new, P002, member ID M02, club ID paid 20,000, date paid. So make sure you have at least 5 records. So I'll stop there such that we go to relationships. So after doing that, we have completed the tables and the forms. So I want us to go to relationships. So how do we create relationships for the tables that you have created? Go to database tools, relationships. So since we have looked up the fields to each other, it becomes much easier since you realize that they have temporary links. But then these are not valid relationships because they are not enforced. So if you have done whatever we have been doing, you simply come and double click on the lines, enforce referential integrity. Okay. So they will accept automatically. That way you see it is an easy way. Double click. You are going to simply double click. So you realize that our relationships are very perfect. They are not failing. So our relationships are stable. Yeah, the relationships are stable, unlike some of us in the real world. So even if your relationships in the real life are not working, so this one should work when you follow my procedure. So you save your work. So it is as easy as that when you follow my guide. So now I want us to go to queries. We are almost there, guys. I want us to go to queries. So queries have been told. We need to create queries that compute the school's financial contribution to the club's activities. We already did that under the tables. Compute the savings for each club. Generate reports of the financial summaries. Generate report for club's activities. They want us to begin with members who are active. So query design. They want us to go to member transitions. Transition ID. They want us to see how we typed active. So active in capital. So here under status, we're going to have active members under criteria. Then you go to query design run. So you're going to save active members. Okay. So create another one. Create query design. Add all of them. Let us to see how we typed exited. So query status exited. Then we save query design run. So that those are members exited. Save. Then I want us to see the savings for each club. Then you have total revenue, managed club finances generated from activities, registration fees, and expenses. So I want us to calculate the total revenue generated. So we go to create tab query design. So you have the finance table. So I want us to begin with the savings. So you realize that we had club savings. So we're going to uncheck these ones. We already did the majority part under the tables. So I want us to remain with finance ID, club ID, and club savings. So we run. So those are the savings and the total revenue. So we save club savings. Okay. Then we go to database. Sorry, we go to create the other one. Table design. Create tab query design. So the same under finances. Total revenue generated. We did that under the table. So just going to have the three fields. So we save total revenue. We did a lot of things in the table. We realized that I used calculated fields. So we sorted also the queries under that part. So we go to another tab, query design, funds allocated. So funds allocated. Okay. So those are the queries that are required. After that, I want us to create the reports. So reports are output screens generated from either tables or queries. So I want us to generate reports. How do you generate reports? So I just want us to use the simplest method. So click on the table, then you go to report. So you're going to edit here activities. So it should not have the name table. Then you minimize. the columns so that it can fit on the printable area. After that, save activities report. Okay, go to the second one, create report. So activities, not table. Sorry, clubs. Minimize. We save clubs report. We go to the next one, create report event attendees. Minimize. Save event attendees report. Go to finance table, create report finances. Minimize to fit on the printable area. Save. So finance report, members table, create report members. Minimize to fit on the printable area. Members report. Go to the next one, create report member transition right. Save. You go to patrons. So you realize that it is a hyperlink. So members, patrons, save patrons report. Okay. The last one, under tables. Patrons report. Report. Then you go to the queries, active members, create report. Minimize. Save. Club savings. Not design. Create. Save. Exited. Save. Funds allocated. Save. Total revenue. You save it. So that is it about the tables, relationships, queries, forms, and reports. So let us create the main form. Then you can customize everything. So close all. So you go to create form design. So the main form contains all the forms. So it will be the display. So I want us to create the main form. Now let us first create a form which contains the input screens before you go and create the main form. So input screens. So let us do this quickly. So input screens, then you're going to add buttons, form design buttons, form operations, open form. Next, we open the first one. Next. So you're going to label it using the name of the form, activities. Next, finish. Then you go to the next one, form operations, open form. Next, clubs. Next, clubs. Finish. You go to the other one, form operations, open form. Next, event attendees. Next, text. Next, finish. You go to the other one, form operations, open form. Next, finances. Sorry. So let us redo that. Form operations, open form. Next, finances. Next, text. Next, finish. Form operations, open form. Next, member transitions. Next, finish. Form operations, open form. Next, members. Next, open form. Members. Finish. Go to another one. Form operations, open form. Next, patrons. Next, text, patrons. Next, finish. Form operations, open form. Payments. Next, finish. So let us format them so that they can appear good. This is our main form. So let them appear like that. After that, you are going to add a button of closing. Close form. Exit. Next, finish. So let us format property sheet. Border color. Let us make them to be So you can choose your favorite color. Let me select mine. Back color. For color. So for color is the text color. So the font color to be white. Back color, sorry. With this one. For color, font color to be white. Back color. Font color. And this one. Font color, white. White. So this one should be red. So that is it. You can also edit this one. No. Transparent, yes. The font color with black. So input screens, that is it about the input screens. So we save as input screens. So we create another one for reports. Create form design reports. So as long as you have seen how I've formatted the main form, sorry, the form for input screens, you'll do the same under the reports. I'm not going to format. I'm not going to format these reports. I'm just going to insert form design buttons, report operations, open report, next, active members. I'm going to type active members, next, finish, another one. So let me just create a sample. You'll finish, open report, next, active members, activities report, finish. So let me create those ones, then you'll finish on them just the same way as I've created. So I'm just going to show you. So pop up, home, pop up, yes, save as reports. So let us reports, let us say output screens. Yeah, so we save. So I want us to create a main form now. So go to create tab, form design, main form. So let me show you how you'll format the main form. So as long as you have followed my guide, home, So already I have a logo. So I'm going to insert a logo under the background color. I have a logo. I'm going to add one format. I'm going to insert. Let me insert an image. Insert image, browse. So let me use this one. So this is my logo. Position, send to back. So I'm going to have two buttons. I'm going to have two buttons here. So let me have a button, form operations, open form. So we are now going to open the forms of the input screens. Next. So I'm going to say enter details, finish. Then you're also going to say generate reports. So report operations, open report. Next, we're going to open no back, form operations, open form. We are going to open output screens. Next, so we're going to say generate reports. Then next, finish. So it will look like this. So our main form will look like this. Then we're going to have a button for quit the application. Application now, quit application. Quit up, next, finish. So it is going to be red. So we're going to quit. So that will be our application. This is black to have many colors. So that is our main form. Save it. I want to customize this database. Go to File tab so that you can only access the main form. So go to Options, Current Database. Application title is Victory School. Victory School Club Membership System. Application icon, you're not going to use that. So display form will be the first form. So I'm going to create a video showing the splash form, but for now let us use the main form. So we uncheck these boxes. After that we click OK. It will say you must close and reopen the current database for the specified option take place. So okay, close our database. So after closing our database is here, we open it. Yeah, so that is it. So realize that we can enter details, we can access the forms, can exit, can access the clubs, can access everything, can exit, can go to generate reports, can go to active members. We have generated our report. So that is it about our system. So if you have any question, kindly feel free to ask me in the comment section below. And if you have been with me since the beginning up to now, special thanks to you. So this project, if you have any question, if you're stuck anywhere, you can easily ask me. And then I've created very many videos of milestone 1, milestone 2. This is the documentation part for milestone 2. So let me go to the playlist section. So Victory School Club membership system. So I have milestone 2 video. This is the documentation part of it. I have milestone 1. I have the input screen separate, the query separate, the relationship separate, and the table design separate. So, but this one is a compilation of everything. So if you want to find my videos, just go online on YouTube and search Creative Minds 4231. Creative Minds 4231, and you'll find my discussed about it. They're here. Cost. So you're going to open this one. Then you'll come and view all my videos for the Victory School Club membership system. So thank you. And also, if your students have difficulty, you can reach out to me. I offer guidance and assistance, or even your school. So thank you. Have a great time. If you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe, leave a comment, leave a share, and leave a like. Thank you.